Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sea Stories and Disgruntlement. Uh, Sorry I haven't recorded an interview or a regular podcast this week. Um, I was just busy with schoolwork. That comes first, just because uh, you know school, got to get it done. So uh, finished my last of my schoolwork today, and today's another important day in uh, remembering and talking to, or there we go. That's better. More headspace. Anyway, uh, we're talking about another day that should be a national holiday, or at least having a Remembrance Day. Uh, it's September 18th. Okay, that's today, September 18th, Red Friday. But today is also National POW MIA Recognition Day. For those of you who don't know what a POW is or MIA is, POW is prisoner of war or missing in action. Now, I'm gonna tell you what how this started and everything and what I think of it. So today in the United States, National POW MIA Recognition Day is observed on the third Friday in September. It honors those who are prisoners of war, POWs, and those who are still missing in action. It's almost associated with those who were POWs during the Vietnam War. National Vietnam War Veterans Day is March 29th. The date in 1973 when the last U.S. combat troops departed the Republic of Vietnam. Okay, so uh, the history, like I said, the day was established by the Act of Congress by passage Section 1082 of the 1998 Defense Authorization Act. It is one of 6 days that POW MIA flag can be flown. The POW MIA flag was first recognized back in 1990. So, uh, I don't know. I mean, that might be for public federal buildings to fly the POW flag, but you can go to anywhere that has uh, honors their armed forces and POWs. There's always a POW flag flying. I know there is at my school. There's the American flag. There's the state flag. They always fly the POW flag, MIA flag. I mean, they're pretty good with that stuff. So a lot of places still fly it, but I guess that's for federal buildings that are allowed to fly that flag. Because I mean, federal buildings don't really do the whole thing. You know, they fly a flag for different days, but a lot of federal buildings, you'll see POW flags flying. Hence the POW day. Okay, so shall we continue? All right, that's the history of it. So observance and display. The POW flag should fly below and not larger than the United States flag. It is generally flown immediately below or adjacent to the United States flag, a second order in precedence. So if you have like three flagpoles or two flagpoles, you always want to have your American flag pole higher, so you can always, you don't have to worry about, messing up your ropes or anything like that you have on your flagpole. So, but if you have one U.S. United States flag, and then you have your POW flag flying like that. I should have. I- I'll have the pictures and displays somewhere here, and you can see that the American flag and a POW flag sometimes they're a little bit higher or one on top of each other like that. So we'll hopefully I can find pictures and I'll put them up on here. Let's see here. Uh, uh, so National Former Prisoner of War Recognition Day. Uh, This is in April 9th. That started in 1988. Uh, let's see. That's pretty much it. That without going into details and uh, trying to get some more viewership on here. Uh, but I've met some people that were Vietnam veterans, Vietnam War uh, participants, but uh, those guys, just give them the time of day and just listen to them. Just talk, man. You don't have to go into details. You don't have to tell them, say, hey, let me know everything. Unless you're reading a book or a movie, uh, I would say don't even bother. Just let them talk, man. I'm gonna give you, for instance, uh, my allergies. Sorry about that. I want to say it's about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was gonna say 2 weeks ago because it was right before my girls started school. Went to a car show in Easton, Pennsylvania, and I got the invite from a friend of mine who I've done a photo shoot with before and whatever. Uh, she invited me out with her and her husband and a group of their friends. Well, just so happened their group of friends, a couple of them are veterans. I was like, awesome. I got new friends to talk to. Wasn't We all lined up. Everyone had a different car and ranged in age too. So the leader of our uh, train had a fairly new car, but it was a Dodge Challenger. Everything was, you know, I won't say aftermarket, but properly bought materials. So, and then we had two of our buddies with us. One had a Chevy 2, and then had a Nova. The and after that was a 60s or 70s Corvette. Now this, I could tell this dude was serious about it. A lot of these guys had their Vietnam veteran hats or the Vietnam War hats that you see a lot of veterans wear. I was like, cool, I got to talk to this guy. Uh, my Cadillac has a DAV sticker, Disabled American Veterans. It's like the American Legion or VFW, but it's for disabled vets. And this one gentleman who had the green Corvette uh, came up to me. He's like, "Hey, where'd you get the sticker from?" I was like, "I'm a lifetime member, I'm a lifetime member of DAV." Uh, he's like, "I'm a part of that." I was like, "Dude, let's talk." We talked for about oh, 2 to 3 hours. We talked. I'll say 3 hours at the most. But I was just letting him talk, man. He was an army veteran. I'm not going to say his name because I don't need to you know give him a whole bunch of attention. But I mean, he deserves it. I would like to get him on the show, but at the same time, it's tough about talking about that stuff, man. Uh, Especially if you were drafted, because that war, Vietnam War, is you were drafted in Vietnam, and majority of the people did not want to go. Why would we get ourselves involved in another conflict that doesn't even, affect us? World War II did not affect us. We did not get involved in Europe until, like, heavily involved until Pearl Harbor was attacked, and then we were split in half, going to Europe and the uh, the Pacific. So why would we get ourselves involved again, especially after the Korean War? Went from Korea and had maybe a couple of years, 10 to 12 years before we were involved in Vietnam. So people were getting pretty fed up with um, getting involved in another foreign conflict, uh, especially with all the controversy that was going around during that time. The protesting involved with Vietnam. Uh, Unlike today, but there was protesting. I wouldn't say riots like the riots today. I wouldn't say it was like that, but pretty like it's comparable considering the fact that no one back then had Twitter and social media, so it wasn't, and there was no conspiracy theories on it either. but who was backing what. But at the same time, a lot of politicians, some wanted us in there, some didn't. Uh, it's just the hand that we were dealt, and we lost a lot of lives in Vietnam. Not a lot, but at the same time, the POW and missing in action thing wasn't really brought to light until Vietnam. Uh, you can see movies about the how guys were being captured and tortured and this, that, and the third. And it's one of those rough times in our history that we don't really discuss because it's one of those things like it's not comfortable to talk about, right? So I wanted to talk about it because I always take some time to think about those who came before me to help us give what we have today. So hope you guys take some time out of your day on Friday, or anytime think about, or even you see a Vietnam veteran or any veteran in that fact, but especially the Vietnam guys, uh, to say thank you. That's all you need to say. Let them know that they're not alone. That's all. So I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I want you to like, subscribe, all that stuff, share us. We're slowly growing, and like I said, we have to the new year to get. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can put you guys, everybody, in for a challenge coin. Uh, as of right now, I think I found three. I'm not 3 or 4. I'm gonna try and find a couple more. I know I have them around. I just gotta find them. Uh, I'll be showing those the next episode, or show what it looks like, and we'll go from there. So thank you for watching, and like I said, subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. Put the bell on, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. And always remember and never forget.